We know as men, the size of our little brother is an important aspect of ourselves. So having the ability to change it, when it's not the chosen size, is a godsend. Here's a list of 5 Jojo stands that could do that, or maybe do that. So what stands is the best? We are gonna follow a descending order, meaning we're gonna go from worst, questionable, and to the best. Without wasting more time, let's get to the list. Number 5. Judgment. The stand of Cameo from Part 3. Judgment is a stand that has the ability to grant any wish. In the anime and the wiki, the stand's ability shows to conjure anything that is wish of it using clay, like gold, deceased loved ones, or whatever. It's powerful and it could do pretty much anything, like wishing for a Johnson enlargement pill that actually works, or wishing for a lotion that will actually do what it's supposed to do. If you're okay with eating clay, this is a win-win situation. So why is it in the top 5 places? Well, the wish granting aspect of its ability is fake. Fake! Judgment more so impersonate whatever it is asked of. The aforementioned gold is smoke and mirrors. The stand just give it weight to make it more real. Bringing back deceased loved ones, yeah, they're just fake too. They're humanoid clay with fake voices and memories. And the wishes have the tendency to go against the wisher's wish, i.e., Poe's sister nearly killing him after trying to kill him. The enlargement and lotion could work, but there's a high chance it will go against what you want. So if you wish for those, it may make your pee shrink or it will retract into your crotch. Maybe. All in all, the stand the stand shows clear hostility of those who wish to it, making it deserving of bottom place. In a similar vein to Judgment, number 4, Bohemian Rhapsody of Ongelo from Part 6, has a similar ability of conjuring what is not real. Its ability, fiction realization, is the ability to bring forth characters from fiction. As shown in the anime, it could materialize painting depiction of Van Gogh, Mother Goat, or the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood. It could bring any character from fiction and has no rules saying that it needs to be a pre-existing work of fiction. So there's a possibility you could just create a character profile with bullshit powers and conjure him to do your bidding. Now, this stand is questionable. It is shown that Ongalo has no proper control over it. He literally operated on a moving airplane because of the passive AoE of Bohemian Rhapsody, similar to Purple Haze where Fugu is affected by the virus. This could work in your favor, if you were to say, bring forth Disney's version of the genie, Will Smith, and ask for a wish there. But the stand's aimless and impartial targeting make it very wonky. Just like Judgment, it could work against you because it might affect your fate, intertwining you with Will Smith Genie, or any other character. You might become the genie himself, making the need for a Big Johnson useless. It's just too volatile at its current state, and the results are too uncertain to place it any other number aside from 4. Starting on top 3, we are getting to the good stands. Number 3, Crazy Diamond, the famous stand of Josuke Higashikata. Crazy Diamond has the ability to restore broken objects. Now, you may ask, how is that gonna make my little junior bigger? As far as I'm concerned, I'm born with this, making the size not a broken thing to be restored. Now, you're too narrow-minded. Crazy Diamond is a proto-mass manipulator. What do I mean by this? It could restore object, yes, but it could do more, like reverting chemical changes in complex structure into their raw components and fusing objects together. The latter is the most important part, fusing things together. You could fuse biomass of similar makeup to your little brother and have CD fuse them together and basically, physically, and directly add inches or girth. This is proven to work when Josuke turned Angelo into that rock and making him still alive while being a rock. Also making him a rock human, possibly a subtle foreshadowing of part 8. Or when he may merge Turnosuke into that book, making him a literal living book. It is possible to fuse biomass together to add inches into Little Johnson with this fact. However, it is a 50-50. I would assume you would need precision and immense control over Crazy Diamond to do this. If you don't have control, the result may come as a manga and grotesque mess, and the question of where to get the biomass similar to your PP remains a question, making it deserving of the number 3 spot, which is basically a middle point. You have, I would say it depends on your skill and control over the stand Crazy Diamond to get the result you want. For the first runner-up in top 2 of this list, Gold Experience, a stand of Giorno. In a similar vein to Crazy Diamond, Gold Experience can manipulate mass and grant life to inanimate objects. It could heal and make life to objects, like turning a money into a butterfly or turning a gun into a banana, where he didn't uses it to kill a person. Um, my hypothesis is you could cut your PP, as crazy as that sound, make a new and larger one out of an inanimate object, and use Gold Experience ability to heal to fuse them together. And voila, you have a new Johnson, a much better, bigger, and girthier version of your little Johnson. Now, this is still quite questionable, as you have to literally amputate your member. And Gold Experience have no pain suppression ability. In fact, it is the opposite. Healing with GE is pretty painful, as shown in the anime. But if you could handle the pain, it is a guaranteed result. And as long as you have the balls. So it is a top 5 and a first runner up because it's still a quite bloody and dangerous thing to do. We are here, the top 1 place, the champion of this list, the best stand that could make your Johnson bigger. And its name is Diver Down, the stand of Anasoy from part 6. Its ability is to dive into objects or people where it then could freely manipulate the internal structure of said thing. Through this ability, Anasoy can create complex structures like spring traps or freely change the whole form of the object, for instance, displacing the opening and neck of a bottle along its side. You see where I'm going with it? Or say I'm going with this? It is a direct and painless way to restructure the makeup of your little brother and freely manipulate it to be bigger. Simple as that. You could also change your DNA to change your height and pretty much everything about you. This stand has no weakness and no downsides whatsoever. But the more important thing is, you yourself could make yourself a hung and have the rooster the size of a horse. It's painless and has no side effects, making it the perfect way to have the ideal body and of course the ideal size and girth or inches or whatever you're trying to achieve with the stand. It is still partly questionable. It has the same problem as Crazy Diamond, where you have to have control over it. But I think compared to Crazy Diamond, the learning curve of this stand is much better. It's much easier and faster to learn than Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond's uncertain ability to reconstruct the makeup or fuse a thing or a tissue to add inches to your rooster. So that's it. I hope you like this video, and special thanks to this two channel named Das Spoke Lance and Neil Chewy Dog 1 for inspiring this video.